I'm Bradley with Blue Cord. Thanks so much for joining us today. We are going to test head-to-head Ventrac's Aera-Vator versus the new Primary Seeder. We're going to test these in a series of different scenarios to see in which conditions the seed comes in best. For this test, I do not have the cultivator. I'm still not sure if that's going to be a good fit for the types of grading and seeding that I perform in the hilly, rocky soils of this area. But I do have the next best thing, and that is the tiller. I'm going to set this up as similarly as I can to simulate the loosened soil conditions that the cultivator would produce. Look at the carving it made on this rock. These tines are awesome. Look at this. It just carved this whole channel out before it finally got stuck. But this is the type of stuff that we're dealing with in this area, and the cultivator is not going to be able to bury things this big. We just had about an inch of soaking rain 2 days ago, ending roughly yesterday morning. So this ground has had about 24 hours to dry, but our temperatures got down in the upper 30s last night, a high of about 60 today. Yesterday also a high of about 60 degrees. So there's still quite a bit of moisture content in this soil. Because most of the type of work I do is with the power rake. I do a lot of grading and then seeding. So we're going to make a couple passes with the power rake, removing the turf and getting down to the bare soil, but it's not going to be loosened. It's still going to be compacted. And we'll see how much difference that makes between the two seeders. We're on a slope that's roughly 15 degrees in places, between 12 and 15 on this slope. Let's go ahead, get ready to put the seed in. This is a 95.5 blend grass seed that we'll be using for this test. I'm going to try to keep the drop rates as consistent as possible between the Primary Seeder and the Aera-Vator. This gigantic seed box, which is 5 cubic feet, which can hold, I guess, about 200 pounds of seed, there are no baffles in it. I mean, if you're on a slope and you start to run low on seed, only the one side is going to have a drop. So you need to go straight up and down the slopes with this thing. Now, the Primary Seeder empty weighs 720 pounds, plus 200 pounds of grass seed at maximum capacity, over 900 pounds. That's crazy. This soil is still very wet, almost muddy. Not the most ideal conditions, but This is October 16th and the season is winding down in a hurry. Holy sh**. I've been having some serious camera issues. This GoPro is really starting to agitate me. I'm not sure if I got any of the Aera-Vator passes. The very first pass that I made with the primary seeder was on the loosened soil. Very little seed is remaining on the surface. This row, we have the Aera-Vator on the loosened soil. Again, a lot of the seed has been buried under the surface. Next, we have the primary seeder on a compacted but smooth soil surface, and you can see there's a lot of seed on the top here. And lastly, we have the Aera-Vator on the hardened surface prepared by the power rake. Now that we've done 4 different passes with the 2 different seeders, all we can do now is wait.